I woke up this morning to a text from Base. Base, I've had him on here a few times. His channel is there on screen. Woke up this morning to a text from him, leaving me a link to an article. Clicked on it. It reads, Artur Beterbiev injured. Title bout versus Dmitry Bivol postponed. This is from Mike Coppinger. Artur Beterbiev has suffered a ruptured meniscus, and his undisputed light heavyweight world championship fight against Dmitry Bivol on June 1st in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia has been postponed. It was announced on Friday. Turki Al Sheikh, the chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, told ESPN a replacement opponent is being sought for Bivol on the June 1st card. Beterbiev will undergo knee surgery and is expected to be sidelined until at least December, sources have said. The hope is for Bivol to be rescheduled for later this year. Al Sheikh announced that the stacked undercard that will feature 5 boxers promoted by Queensberry and 5 versus promoted by Matchroom, rather the other way around, fighters will proceed on June 1st as planned. What else do we have here? Beterbiev 39 and Bivol, I think Beterbiev is 40 if I'm not mistaken. Beterbiev and Bivol, blah 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 blah, yeah. But yeah, long and the short of it, the fight has now been postponed. Oh boy. This fight right here, Beterbiev Bivol. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is the type of fight that I would have taken with a crap undercard. The fact that we have a brilliant undercard, which we do, just makes it even better. About a year or so ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I kind of resigned myself to the fact that this fight wouldn't take place due to Sullivan being Sullivan. Let's just say it like that, Sullivan being Sullivan. And I kind of resigned myself to the fact that, okay, the fight, as much as we love it, as much as we want to all see it, look, we're not going to get to see it. It's unlikely that we're going to get to see this fight. And then it happens. Now, it's not the end of the world. It's not like Beterbiev has come out and announced his retirement and this fight is going to be one of those what-if fights. It's a bit like Fury Usyk. Although this one it's not as close to it. We're not a million miles away from it, but we're not as close to it as we were Fury Usyk. And with this one, it's like he's going to require surgery. It's a meniscus in his knee. Beterbiev, that was one worry I had, that Beterbiev would get injured, because it's been a consistent theme throughout his career over the last couple of years that it's been injuries. And it's not just been one specific injury. I think it was his teeth last year for Callum Smith, because obviously that fight was meant to happen in August last year. Ended up getting pushed back to January this year. I think he had another injury the year before over whatever, I can't remember. And now it's this. And it's not only the last couple of years, it's been recurrent throughout Beterbiev's career that he's been injury prone. He's one of those fighters who he probably can only fight once a year because his body basically needs that time to be able to get through a camp properly without suffering major injuries. I'm sure when he's going into the ring, he's not 100% in terms of there's probably niggles there, but good enough. Whereas, when he goes into camp for another fight, maybe 4 or 5 months later, boom, something happens. So it's crap. It's crap. And look, they're saying he's out of action now until September. That doesn't mean we'll get the fight in September. It means likelihood is we'll be looking at possibly a December date. Yeah, we could be looking at a 6-month wait time for this fight, past the point where it should have happened. Because if he's only going to be cleared in September, he might only be cleared to do, light exercise for the first month or so. So he mightn't be able to do any real, tough training or anything like that. So Beterbiev Bivol, it could be a case of, all right, he's cleared to compete in September, but realistically it's going to be November, December, again, they actually get into the ring. And what will the card look like? And again, I will take a bad undercard for this main event because it's just such a good fight. And that's not me saying that I'm hoping they do a bad undercard. They won't. It's the Saudis. They never do. But it's going to be hard to top the June 1st card that it was originally meant to be. Now, apparently Bivol is still going to fight on this card. Would he be featured in the main event? I know that sounds a bit harsh, but it was really, Bivol is not a pay-per-view star. He's not. I know it sounds harsh. Where you have the likes of Wilder versus Zhang and Dubois versus Herkovich on the undercard, both those fights would most likely trump whatever fight Bivol is in. Most likely. And you look at the surface of light heavyweight, you look at like what it's like on the ground surface. It's not stacked. It's getting better with the likes of Benavidez and I think Dave Morrell moving up. You've got Vodcek knocking around there, fighting one another obviously on June 15th. But it's not a stacked division. Maybe this is Ben Shalom's big chance to finally actually get involved in one of these Saudi shows. You know, Joshua Buatsi doesn't have a fight as it stands lined up because we don't know what's happening with Anthony Yarde, nor does Anthony Yarde. So for me, one of those two, because if you're going to do it as a main event, then you're going to, you see, for me it's kind of like, right, you know, Bivol versus, you know, give me a name, what was that guy's name, Richard Rivera. There was talk of him fighting last year. That was actually talk of him being the opponent on the Day of Reckoning card. Bivol versus Rivera, top of the bill. It doesn't have the same kind of pull as, you know, on the undercard, Zhang Wilder. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Would they try and get a Buatsi, a Bivol? Buatsi could have had that fight a year ago. He chose to go with boxer. Well, you know, as Sarah Palin would say, how'd that work for you? So maybe this is his chance. Whereas Anthony Yarde, again, he's come up short twice at world level. Maybe this is his chance to come and have a go again. Let's see. So let's see what they do with Dmitry Bivol's opponent. The good thing is, the saving grace for this card is that the Matchroom Queensby 5v5 is still going ahead. So we do still have a very, 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 very good card with brilliant show, or brilliant fights, I should say. But yeah, Beterbiev, Bivol, yeah. We may wait. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope there's going to be somebody waking up this morning thinking, oh, wake up in the more G-Man video. Oh, that's what I was like. Like that, you know, just not happy. And you know what? Beterbiev Bivol being postponed, and when Usyk Fury being postponed as well, the February date, they were both on bank holidays, for God's sakes. And this is a bank holiday weekend in Ireland, and I was like, God damn it. Looking forward to Canelo versus Munguia. Well, I'm gonna say tonight. Technically, it's Sunday morning. Looking forward to that, and then this happens. It's like, come on. It is what it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, as always, if you haven't already. Peace.